At 6 o'clock, it's 28 degrees. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 22. Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a high of 33. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jessica Gatso. A Dane County judge strikes multiple parts of Wisconsin's 2011 Act 10 legislation, restoring collective bargaining rights for some public sector employees. Judge Jacob Frost wrote an initial decision this July that parts of the law were unconstitutional, specifically the parts prohibiting unions representing general employees but not public safety employees from collectively bargaining for benefits outside of raises that would be capped to inflation. In his ruling today, Frost wrote he could not strike the definition of public safety employee while leaving the rest of the law in place.
In order to allow the defense to prepare properly for trial, I am going to grant the defense's motion to adjourn.
A judge grants a delay in the trial of Maxwell Anderson. The Milwaukee man is accused of killing and dismembering 19-year-old Sade Robinson in April. The judge granted an adjournment to allow both sides to review forensic reports on the evidence collected for the trial. Anderson's new trial date is now set for May 27th. More turmoil around Donald Trump's Department of Defense pick Pete Hegseth. CBS News is learning that in 2016, billionaire Republican donors had forced the Fox News host to step down as head of a veterans nonprofit. This comes amid staff complaints alleging sexual misconduct, financial mismanagement, and repeated intoxication. A man in prison for murder is on the loose after escaping from guards in Central California. ABC's Alex Stone.
34-year-old Cesar Hernandez was serving 25 years to life in prison. He was being transported to a courthouse prison when the California Department of Corrections says he jumped out of a prison van near the courthouse in Delano in Central California. He was wearing an orange prison jumpsuit. A community safety alert has now been posted. He's considered dangerous, and people are being told to call 911 and not approach him if they see him. Alex Stone, ABC News.
A top company is facing more legal action from its employees. CBS News correspondent Jim Krasula.
A new lawsuit alleges that Apple illegally monitors its workers' personal devices and iCloud accounts while also barring them from discussing their pay and working conditions on social media. The lawsuit also claims Apple prohibits its workers from legally protected whistleblowing. Apple released a statement saying the claims in the lawsuit lack merit.
The U.S. Labor Board claims Apple has illegally deterred employees from discussing issues such as sex bias and pay discrimination with each other and the media. Debunking an online photo of a child with a gun. Sun Prairie police responded to concerns of the photo Sunday. An investigation determined it was an air gun that police confiscated and will be destroyed. Police did not speak with the child and their parents, and no charges will be filed. Former Wisconsin Supreme Court Justice David Prosser has passed away.
David Prosser rose to become Speaker of the State Assembly before spending 18 years on the state Supreme Court. While in the Assembly, Prosser helped push for funding of what was then called Miller Park. As a justice, he ruled in favor of Governor Walker's Act 10, and he narrowly won election in 2011. Prosser's time on the High Court was marked by an altercation with Justice Ann Walsh Bradley and feuds between conservative and liberal justices. Prosser was 81 years old. Eric Bilstead, WTMJ News.
Sports traffic and weather are next. Sighting Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:04.
Did you know that military veterans in Wisconsin carry millions of dollars in debt? This holiday season, it's time to give back to those who have given so much. Verizon and the Milwaukee Bucks are teaming up with ForgiveCo to make a difference with the Verizon Debt Relief Program. All December long, Verizon and ForgiveCo will relieve $250,000 of debt each week to ease the burden on local heroes. To find out how military veterans and members can receive special Verizon offers, visit verizon.com/military. Let's bring the spirit of giving to those who served.
If you are looking for an epic global experience, let Fox World Travel's vacation experts handcraft your next journey to Europe. In partnership with Globus, Insight Vacations, and Avalon Waterways, we've created outstanding itineraries with exclusive experiences to Ireland, Poland, Germany, France, Italy, Switzerland, and more. Or we can fully customize a journey based on your interests. Visit foxworldtravel.com to book online or call 866-GO-FOX-GO. Join us and make memories to last a lifetime.
It's almost Christmas, and Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive event is this Saturday in Grafton.
Come enjoy the holidays with us and WTMJ as we collect toys for families in need this season.
There will be musical performances and a fun tribute for the Ozaukee County first responders.
And don't forget to bring toys.
Help us make a difference this Christmas. Visit kidstoKidstoyDrive.com.
See you this Saturday in Grafton.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gerber Law offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Practice day for the Packers. They take the field against the Lions in Detroit on Thursday. Green Bay is 2 games back of the Lions for first place in the NFC North. Monday Night Football is the Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns. The Bucks have won 6 straight games. They'll continue playing in the NBA's in-season tournament on Tuesday night in Detroit against the Pistons. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons paving time saver traffic. We're seeing a tiny bit of a slowdown remaining on 4145 South. There was a crash there. Looks like that slowdown between Hampton and Burleigh. It is improving quite a bit. Looks like the crash has moved over to the shoulder that is at the ramp from Hampton Avenue.
Traffic is sponsored by Annex Wealth Management. It's time to know the difference, and Annex Wealth Management is ready to help with investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning as a fee-only fiduciary partner. AnnexWealth.com. Click the Get Started button.
And time for the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 22. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 33. On Wednesday, mostly cloudy. We've got a chance for snow showers in the evening, a high of 36. Thursday, mostly sunny, breezy and cold, a high of 25. On Friday, sunny skies, a high of 31. Right now in Madison, it's 25 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 32. In Waukesha, it's 23. And in Milwaukee, it's 28 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Siding Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:07.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Max.
Good evening. How are you? Thanks so much for hanging out with me after this Thanksgiving weekend. But it's exciting to be back in the studio and a 2-hour show tonight. And my in-studio guests include Milwaukee singer-songwriter Joel Kopishke. He has a couple of albums of comedic Christmas music he has created, and he's about to release some new clever tunes. You will hear some of one of them tonight, along with some festive performances in Waukesha to entertain you. Joel joins me in the studio in about 5 minutes, and you're also going to find out about the Flamenco Nutcracker clapping and stomping on stage Saturday at South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center. See the spectacle of the world's largest glass tree right here in Wisconsin. It's even bigger than it was last year, and it's being created right now in Williams Bay. Well, actually, preparations are starting, but it's going to start this weekend. You can find out the details on what it takes to make it and how you can watch the progress and be part of it. And Oshkosh is usually where you go to watch planes in the sky in the summertime. But EAA has a special lights display right now that you will find out about. Trivia time again tonight. Show off your smarts, warm up your synapses to play WTMJ Capco Kids to Kids Trivia Nights this month, including on Wednesday, presented by Quizmaster Trivia. I have some sample questions to test you with for fun. That'll be later in the show. And a Summerfest concert announcement today is the inspiration for the selection of the song you need to hear tonight. Some say he has the voice of an angel, if you get that Modern Family reference. But first, I just want to touch on a treasured tradition here in Wisconsin, one that was new to me when I moved here, St. Nick's Day. And I share this with you now because I was going to talk about it on Thursday, but we're going to have Wisconsin Badgers volleyball. So you'll be hearing volleyball instead of me. So I wanted to get a jump on St. Nick's Day if you don't already know about this, because St. Nick himself may be getting in on some Cyber Monday deals right now, since there are gifts to be given Thursday night for good girls and boys and even adults to wake up to on Friday. Treats and stockings and shoes. Will there be some treats for you? If this is a tradition that you're familiar with and fond of, let me know on the WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. I'd like to know if this is a tradition in your household and if you have some fond memories. Because if you've just moved to Milwaukee from other cities, this might be a brand new phenomenon to you, because I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and the man of the house is a born and bred Milwaukeean. So about 15 years or so, when I woke up and there are some presents in the living room that were, I just left them untouched. I thought, hey, the boyfriend's getting a head steam here. He's got gifts wrapped like 3 weeks in advance. No, I discover it is St. Nick's Day, and that on the night of December 5th, you leave out a shoe or a stocking, and you wake up on the morning of December 6th, And St. Nick may have left you some candy or some oranges or some other little treats. And St. Nicholas, I did a little research. He's the patron saint of a long list of different types of people, including children, bakers, merchants, sailors, newlyweds, and shoe shiners. That is who St. Nick is. And he evolved into the legend of Santa Claus and is known for his secret gift giving. But when you think about all the people who've come from different European parts of the world who settled in Milwaukee, the Netherlands and Germany, I guess it's not that surprising that we would have this kind of a tradition. And like I said, usually you get candy. Some people consider it kind of an Easter in the winter. Some people are getting a whole lot of candy. But when kids were getting it, you would also maybe get a baseball card or a doll or, some peppermint flavored lip gloss or something. Now I think you get like coffee gift cards if you're more of the adult celebrating St. Nick's. But and one of my friends, Tony from Shorewood, he remembers a St. Nicholas Day where his parents might have forgotten because when he woke up in his stocking, he had like a highlighter and a glue stick. So I think somebody rummaged through the office desk at the last minute. But hey, St. Nick did not forget one little good boy in Milwaukee, and it made for a very funny memory. But there are a lot of friends of mine who continue this St. Nick's tradition for nephews and nieces and kids and even some dog owners. Their pets get in on St. Nick's. So let me know if you're celebrating the St. Nick's tradition. It's something you remember fondly. 855-616-1620. And you have time to prepare because St. Nick will be looking for the good boys and girls on Thursday night. And next, you're going to want to watch the WTMJ YouTube live stream because it kind of looks like St. Nick is visiting me in the studio. You're going to meet talented singer and songwriter Joel Kopishki in the studio next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Hey, WTMJ's John Mercure here. Want to do something really fun, really cool, and help kids at the same time? Julia Fellow and I will be at Camp Bar in Tosa on December 4th in the evening. It's WTMJ's Trivia Showdown for Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive, brought to you by Quizmaster Trivia. Come hang with us. We compete against you. You kick our butt a little bit, and you get the chance to win some really cool prizes. And find out how smart Julia is. P.S. Pretty smart. It's December 4th at Camp Bar in Tosa. Hope to see you there for Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Hey there, WTMJ Sandy Max, here to tell you about my friends at Three Pillars in Dousman. Think about it. You deserve the best, and they are the best. The top-rated senior community in Wisconsin, and they're expanding. They're building a one-of-a-kind active adult community called The Fields at Three Pillars on their 300-acre campus on the Bark River. It opens next year, and you can find out all about it and get treated to a free lunch at an upcoming info session. You get to tour the campus. You can check out all the high-end finishes going into the fields and learn more about what they have planned. Get more info at threepillars.org or call them 262-965-3404 today.
Hasselus Mattress has activated Black Friday Plus through December 2nd. Get a new mattress, plus additional savings, plus 2 free Remy memory foam pillows on select mattresses. Get a Queen Serta Perfect Sleeper Oakmont A mattress. Others sell it for $26.10, but our price is just $888. Others sell the King Sealy Posturepedic Golden Acres A for $22.88. Get it now for just $10.95. Plus, big savings on Beauty Rest, too. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasselus.com.
Power up the holiday and give a gift from the top of their wish list. Visit your local Steel dealer today or shop online at steelusa.com.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ.
Put on my corncob pipe and a button for my nose. Touchdown on the land of your front yard in the middle of a blinding snow. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. For when they placed it on my head, I began to dance around. Now I'm walking in Christmas. I'm walking with my feet. Wait, do I have feet? No, I'm frosted a snowman. I guess I just slide on down the street.
All right, the radio debut of a fresh fallen snow, a fresh parody song from Joel Kopishki, my guest in the studio here on What's on Tap, a very talented singer and a very clever songwriter, and you're an actor and a performer. How are you, Joel?
I'm doing well. How are you, Sandy?
I am happy to see you, and I'm happy to see you completely dressed, looking like Santa is visiting.
Yes, I have the full beard, don't I? I look quite like the old man himself.
And you sound like him. Wonderful. And then it's balanced out with, did you say this was a fresh delivery, your T-shirt?
Yeah, my fresh Muppet Christmas Carol T-shirt. I did not have it in time to see we saw the movie with the MSO on Saturday.
How wonderful.
It was fantastic, of course. Kermit looks as young as ever. He still nails his performance.
So I love that you're going to see music like with the MSO and the movies, blending pop culture with classical music. And this is something that you do, bringing that pop culture, but all different styles of music, because you have 2 albums before a fresh album. So first, tell me about the song we just heard.
Well, I have this weird kind of track that always is running in my head, and I'll hear a song. I'll say, oh, that's a great song. I wonder how it could ruin it. And with all my holiday shenanigans. So, it's one that just came to me. It's such a great, iconic tune, and I know other folks have done parodies of it. I think SNL did a parody of it. And it just came together, and we tried it out, and audiences just loved it. It's one of the weirder little journeys that my lyrics have taken. So hopefully folks will enjoy it.
And the title, instead of Walking in Memphis?
It's Spirits of Christmas. So it starts being about Frosty, and then it adds in the other kind of magical beings all associated with Christmas. And there's a line in there that it's at one point, it's like, there are more ghosts for Christmas than for Halloween, So we just kind of deal with all of that. So have a fun little ride with it.
I love this creative outlet for you. And will there be more new music from Joel Kopishki for the holidays?
There's always more. I wrote one the other day, and we're already have the set lists planned for all our live shows. So it'll be like, okay, that goes in the box for next year. And yeah, we'll see. We're dropping this single, and I don't think we'll get another song out this holiday season, but we got plans for next year.
I look forward to playing it in its entirety. I'm working on a Christmas music show, so this will have to be part of it, or the song you need to hear. But you mentioned upcoming performances, so you're performing holiday songs.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. This Friday night we'll be out at the Shower Center in Hartford, and I think that one's sold out. There might be 1 or 2 single seats available, and then next week, Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be at Waukesha Civic Theater, downtown Waukesha, the fabulous old Grand Theater down there, and tickets are available for that one. We've got good tickets sold, but lots still available. And
what does one expect at a Joel Kopishki Christmas show? Are there traditional favorites? Are they all parodies?
It's like a party with music. The band is fantastic. They deserve a better fate than playing on my silly pop songs. But we do a wide range. David Bowie, Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow, Sonny and Cher. Our first album was I Got Yule Babe, so we always do that one.
Like the Yule log. It's very punny. I like it. I Got Yule Babe.
I Got Yule Babe. Yep. Bob Dylan. All sorts of different styles. We, new songs. We do a parody of "Shut Up and Dance with Me." So even some newer tunes. So yeah.
How fun. And I would say I Got Yule Babe, and then I'm going to hold up Ground Control to Santa Claus.
Yes, indeed.
It's incredible. I will say it's Weird Al-ish, and I mean that as a huge compliment, because when you hear a Weird Al parody, he gets clever lyrics in there, sure, but he gets the musical styles down so well. And your Ground Control to Santa Claus, David Bowie song, wow, does it capture the musical essence and your vocalization.
Well, thank you. And some of that is, I had a fantastic producer for this album, and he produced the single as well. He's one of my best friends. He's a bass player here in Milwaukee, and
Give him a shout out. Oh,
his
that's
name
right.
is Chris Kringle.
That's right. I walked right into it.
That's his real name. I knew him. We were good friends for about a year, and I said, "So, what's with the name?" And he just said, "You'd have to know my dad." So. So yeah, he did a great job of really kind of putting those sounds together. Will
Kringle be playing with you in Waukesha?
He will indeed be playing in Waukesha, and usually the band dresses up, either ugly sweaters or other fun things, and the crowd. It's a big party, and it's a chance to like blow off some steam. Folks can get a little stressed around the holidays. if you got a couple hours, come out. We're just going to have a great time. And
what's the date of those shows at the Waukesha
the
Civic
11th
Theater?
and 12th.
Very good. Mark it on your calendar. Joel Kopishki in the studio with me here on What's on Tap. We'll talk more creative Christmas music next.
The news you need to know.
From the WTMJ breaking newsroom, one person is now confirmed dead in a crash involving multiple vehicles and a school bus.
A Milwaukee Bucks star is searching for answers today after his house was burglarized over the weekend.
Join Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty every weekday from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Not the extension of pumpkin spice season. No, it is not a maple cold foam cold brew with artichoke.
Ding, 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 ding.
On Wisconsin's Midday News.
Oh, man, it's getting so expensive to dine out, but not at the Mine Shaft restaurant in Hartford. WTMJ's John Mercure here. There is free pizza today at the Mine Shaft. Every Monday when you buy one pizza, you get a second pizza free. Buy 2 pizzas, get 2 free. Buy 5, get 5. You buy 100 pizzas, you get 100 pizzas for free. The best Monday dining value anywhere. Business owners and managers, bring in pizza for your loyal employees and clients. Your second pizza is free. Your employees are going to love it. It's great pizza. Coaches, bring in your team for free pizza. Your kids and grandkids can safely play in that huge game room. It's quietly tucked away from the dining area. It's big food. It's big fun. It's the Mine Shaft. Order now for your employees and pick up your hot pizza shortly, or dine in the cool and comfortable Mine Shaft restaurant in beautiful downtown Hartford or near the EAA in Oshkosh. Mondays are tough enough. Don't cook. Buy one pizza today, get one free. MineShaftRestaurant.com. It's the amazing Mine Shaft.
The Farron dining room table is that kind of table.
Architecturally stimulating.
This double pedestal table appears to have been chiseled by fairies.
So gorgeous, it's been known to improve the taste of your food by at least 42%.
The Farron table is perfect for dinner parties with full table settings and fancy cloth napkins.
Don't forget the silver gravy boat and candlesticks.
And I would stand at the head of the Farron table and carve a giant hunk of meat.
Yes, it's that kind of table.
It's available in solid oak, maple, cherry, or quarter saw and white oak with a variety of stain options.
And the easy open and close mechanism can be flipped with just one finger.
You mean the butler's finger?
Obviously.
The Farron table, starting at just $168 a month with only 1 penny down and no interest till December of 2026 through December 8th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
At Diamonds Direct, we have the perfect gifts for the season, starting at around $500. Come and let our experts help you pick out that headliner gift. Or for some fabulous ideas, see the online seasonal gift guide now at DiamondsDirect.com. You can even chat now with a virtual assistant. We've got special financing, so you can spread out your payments. Get directions, details, special showroom hours, and our holiday gift guide now at DiamondsDirect.com. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max.
I knew how we felt, but before I felt, you and me, yeah, let's have some fun. Now we're riding in Christmas. Frosty and George Bailey on a snowmobile, riding in Christmas. But is any part of this really real?
A twist on Christmas music. You can always rely on that. Local singer and songwriter extraordinaire Joel Kopishki joins me in the studio here on What's on Tap, and that is part of your new song, Spirits of Christmas.
Indeed.
Inspired by walking in Memphis.
Yeah. And this is the first time anyone's hearing it. There's, like even members of my family haven't heard it yet. So we're still working out the final mix. And it should be ready to officially drop in the next day or two.
Ooh, how exciting. Thank you for sharing it with me and WTMJ fans.
Thanks for inviting me on.
But there is a thrill to hearing your music in a different way, like, not just in the studio, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, so great. I mean, so I released the album I Got Yule Babe and Ground Control to Santa Claus, and some of those songs got picked up by XM and Dr. Demento, which is like the gold standard of parody songs. And
I would say that had to have been high praise when you find out Dr. Demento, when you make the cut for that.
Oh, yeah, that was. Because, Weird Al is clearly the master of the genre, and And we all aspire to be like a Weird Al when we do this stuff. So,
have you ever connected with Weird Al?
I did meet him a few years ago. He had one of his tours coming through, and I saw the tour. It was fantastic. It was all his original, none of his parodies. It was all his. I mean, even his originals are parodies of a style. Saw him. It was great. And then the next day, one of his band members was doing a show at Shank Hall, and we went to see that. And Al was there, and I talked to him for a minute or so. So I tried not to overstay my welcome, but
how cool! But just to experience him and be able to connect with another creative mind.
Yeah, and just told him that just what an inspiration he's been. Really the way he approaches the music. He's such a fantastic musician. Doing that concert, hearing him do these other songs, it's like he could have been a lead singer of a big band. A huge rock band. He's such a fantastic vocalist, and you don't even necessarily notice it when he's doing the parodies as much.
Because he's emulating other people.
Because he's emulating other people or playing with his own thing there, but doing all these songs back to back, and he's astounding. Really fantastic.
I'm so glad you got to experience him up close. And now when you meet him again, you can say, hey, remember I met you at Shank Hall?
Yeah.
Now let's work together, buddy. Yeah. What song was it that Dr. Demento decided was worthy of... crazy
there were a
enough?
couple of them on the first album that he gave airplay to, and I don't remember even now because the first album was almost 20 years ago.
It's been a minute, yeah. And I also love that you have created Festivus songs, a holiday that originated right here.
Indeed, yeah. There's a Festivus song on the first album and one on the second album, and then we, every year I write some new tunes and we perform those live. And there's been, I think, maybe 2 more Festivus tunes that we've done live. I think I might be the best-selling Festivus-themed artist of all time. It's possible.
I'll take that. I think that's a good honor to have.
Maybe top 5. Definitely top 5. So yeah.
Well, and just like you were talking about how spectacularly talented Weird Al Yankovic is, and obviously hiring the right musicians and the right producers to get the right sound. You mentioned you're working with bass player and producer Kris Kringle,
Indeed.
Local musician. You can't make that up. But who else have you worked with to really help you come up with these fun inspirations, but really have them come to life the way you hear them in your head?
Well, a lot of it is just, like I said, I've got these, I'll hear a song and sometimes it'll be on this list of, I'd love to do a parody of that because it's such a great song. So you start from that point. And then sometimes people bring me ideas. We're doing 1 or 2 Chapel Roan songs this year because my kid's 30 years old and they're like, you got to do Chapel Roan this year. And I'm like, oh,
Chapel
okay.
Roan owned Lollapalooza this year.
And and I'm like, okay, first I will Google who Chapel Roan is. And then and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I've heard that song. Great. And so it's one of the songs I won't be singing on. But I've got some amazing singers joining the band. And there's 9 of us for the show in Waukesha. We've got guitars and keyboard, drum, bass, and singers. And so it's a full production.
Joel Kopishke's annual Christmas party. Is there an official title for your concert?
I Got Yule Babe.
Okay.
It's Joel Kopishke's I Got Yule Babe. So.
And that is the 11th and the 12th?
11th and 12th, Waukesha Civic Theater. And it's not that, if you're in Milwaukee or on the east side or something, it's not that far. And we'll be done in less than 2 hours. You can still get home, get to bed at a good time.
And where do people go if they want to freshen up their holiday playlist and they want to find Joel Kopishke music?
Well, I'm pretty much on all those streaming services, raking in the fractions of pennies, Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music, all those places you can.
But it's still good to have your music heard. I mean,
Absolutely.
Is it like any filmmaker makes a film so people will see it? A musician creates music so it can be shared.
Absolutely. So, and at my shows, I sell my CDs, and it's all pay what you can. It's just like whatever it's worth to you, take it, go, enjoy it. So
great stocking stuffer idea too.
Indeed. Yeah.
Joel Kopishke, spell your name for everyone.
Kopischke.
There we go.
Got it on the first try.
Joel, thank you so very much for stopping by. I wish you a Merry Christmas and have a blast at your I Got Yule parties in Waukesha.
Thank you so much, and have a great St. Nick.
Thank you. Thank you. And now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Jessica Gatzo.
Thanks, Sandy. A crash injures a police officer in Sheboygan. It happened to the northeast side of Sheboygan just before 8:15 p.m. Sunday. Police say a vehicle fled the officer, was attempting a traffic stop for speeding. The vehicle then failed to stop for a two-way stop sign and struck the officer's squad, causing it to roll over. The officer suffered minor injuries in the crash. The driver, a 25-year-old man from Sheboygan, was arrested, charges pending. One person is found dead in a garbage cart in Milwaukee's Central City. The unidentified adult was found with gunshot wounds around 10:30 this morning near 39th and Brown. Police are looking for unknown suspects. Spending 8 years in prison for a 2020 fentanyl death in Fond du Lac County. Doris Lamont Thompson Jr. of Milwaukee was sentenced for first-degree reckless homicide in the death of a 24-year-old man in the township of Matoman back in May of 2020. Investigators say the two were housed together while they were in the Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility. Cell phone records show drug transactions between the victim and Townsend. Townsend pled no contest to the charge back in August. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons paving time-saver traffic. Roads are looking mostly clear this evening. Just a couple of disabled vehicles to look out for. We've still got that one on 4145 South at Hampton Avenue that, from a crash, is pulled over to the left shoulder at this point. Also looking at another crash on 4394 South at Beecher and Lincoln. That's also been pulled over to the left shoulder. And taking a look at the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 22. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 33. On Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a chance for snow showers towards the evening, a high of 36. Thursday, mostly sunny, breezy, and cold with a high of 25. On Friday, sunny skies, a high of 31. Right now in Madison, it's 24 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 31. In Waukesha, it's 22. And in Milwaukee, it's 28 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatzo, Siding Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
In 1964, we were making strides towards space travel.
Mary Poppins was the #1 movie in theaters.
And the Beatles were taking America by storm.
Which was long before I was born.
Facts. 1964 is also the year it all started for Richlands Tire and Service Centers. 60 years of continuous growth and more happy customers than you can shake a stick at.
Okay, the streamers are a bit overkill. It's just us in the studio.
All right. But it's important to know accomplishments like these aren't possible without a dedicated team. So hats off to them and our founder, my dad, Dick Mitchke, for understanding the importance of customer focus.
Facts. There's no 60 years of anything without you, the customer, which is why our focus will remain on you and only you for years to come.
Thank you from all of us here at Richlands Tire and Service Centers.
Richlands Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richlands.
I knew there had to be a better way to get relief from joint pain aside from surgery and harmful medications.
That's football legend and dancing champ Emmitt Smith, who knows a thing or two about joint pain.
Turns out I was right. It's called QC Kinetics, and now tens of thousands of patients and counting all across the country, they're feeling amazing. They say, hey, Emmitt, you were right.
QC Kinetics zeroed in on a technology that is revolutionizing pain treatment. They are transforming patients' lives. The largest provider of non-surgical regenerative treatments using natural healing properties to help restore and repair aching knees, hips, shoulders, and backs. Call them today for your free consultation.
QC Kinetics. I knew there had to be a better way. I love it when I'm right.
QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved, but here you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max is back on WTMJ.
So much sparkle around the city and downtown Milwaukee, but there are twinkling lights displays to enjoy all over Wisconsin. It is oh so bright in Oshkosh. We go to Winnebago County now for a fun conversation with WTMJ's Wisconsin Weekend Morning News host Libby Collins.
Well, when you think about EAA and some of the aviation events, you think, oh, that only goes on in summer and spring. But no, not so fast. Joining us is Drew Stefani. He is with EAA Aviation Museum, and there is so much going on in Oshkosh. Starting today, that big celebration of lights is going on. Drew, tell us about it.
Yeah, the Celebration of Lights has been an annual event in Oshkosh for several years, and this will be the second year that we're actually the hosts of it. It used to be at Menominee Park across town, but this year we're hosting it again, and it's a nice little drive through our grounds that people typically see for AirVenture, but this time around you'll be able to drive through and see it all lit up with tons of Christmas lights. We're talking hundreds of thousands, and it's just a beautiful event of all sorts of different Christmas lights displays to light up the sky.
Now, this goes on what? How many days a week and from what time to what time?
From 5:30 to 9 throughout the day, all 7 days of the week.
And, of course, that starts tonight at 5:30. Any chance Santa might be around?
Yep, Santa will be there every day, and he'll actually be at our Air Academy Lodge. So when you take the normal route, you'll actually get to the end of the trail will be our Air Academy Lodge, where Santa will be, so you can go in and get your pictures and have your kids speak with him, too.
Well, you know, one of the things that's interesting about the Oshkosh Celebration of Lights, that path is going to be part of the route for your run walk happening on December 7th.
That's correct. Yep, the same day, right before the Celebration of Lights will open for car traffic, we'll have people traffic. People will be able to participate in the 5K run walk. It's presented by and benefiting the Oshkosh United Way. Online registration's required, and with that, you get a T-shirt and a set of jingle bells. So you'll get to run through the whole event and get to see it from a different perspective.
And that same day on December 7th is your traditional Christmas in the Air open house.
That's correct. Yeah, so we open up the museum for free once a year as an open house. A little bit of a thank you to the Fox Cities community and everybody surrounding us for everything that they do to support us during AirVenture. We give back by opening up the museum for free, and we bring in several musical acts and dance groups from around. So it's a full entertainment event. Santa will come in by helicopter at noon, weather permitting, and people will be able to get pictures there as well.
And as if that's not enough, beginning on December 13th, you are honoring the men who all got us started in terms of all of our air adventures.
That's correct. We'll have the Wright Brothers Memorial Banquet on December 13th. And yeah, it'll be a tribute to the Wright brothers and sort of just founding all of aviation. It's a very nice dinner with a guest speaker.
Well, EAA isn't just for that big adventure that you have in the spring. There's things going on right now. And again, tonight, the Oshkosh Celebration of Lights is on the EAA grounds. You can drive through it. And if you want more information, Drew, tell us where we can get it.
Yep, information's really simple. Go to eaa.org, take you right to our website. And then at the top page, you'll see the museum tab. Click on that, and that'll see everything that pertains to the museum.
Drew Stefani from EAA. Great to have you here, and have a great holiday season.
Thank you, Libby. You too.
A festive chat with Wisconsin Weekend Morning News host Libby Collins. And I can recommend the Wright Brothers Memorial Banquet that's coming up on December 13th. In my experience, I went in 2018, and that's when Colonel Frank Borman was there to officially open the exhibition portion of the museum called the Borman Collection, an EAA member's space odyssey. If you remember, he commanded the Apollo 8 mission, and it was very cool. He was there. It was a really nice dinner, met other aviation fans and space fans. It's a really informative museum. You get downtime to stroll and socialize while also hearing from keynote speakers. It was a really good time. I can recommend the Wright Brothers Memorial Banquet. Check it out at EAA. And what other events are happening in Wisconsin to put you in the holiday mood in addition to EAA's celebration of lights? I'll share some suggestions next on What's on Tap.
By now, you've probably figured out what's most important to us at Semperfi is our reputation. Building a great character-driven remodeling company is actually quite easy. It's just the first 20 years that are a bit challenging. Great companies are collections of great people, and we have great people. They're the ones that helped us build our reputation, but they only come after you've built something they want to be part of. We don't necessarily have to look for good people. They come to us. And that's what you want when you hire an exterior remodeling company. Someone who's going to stand behind their work, and a company that is truly proud of their people. And it's because they do great work. And when you're ready, we'll do great work for you too. This is Brad Youngluth with Semperfi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semperfi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry. Semperfi.
Why wait for Black Friday when you can save every day? Hasseless Mattress introduces Black Friday Plus. We've gone rogue and activated Black Friday deals through December 2nd on Sealy Posturepedic, Beautyrest, CertaPerfect Sleeper, and more. You get the everyday, way low Hasseless price, plus additional savings, plus free next day delivery, plus free memory foam pillows on select mattresses. Get a Queen CertaPerfect Sleeper Oakmont A mattress. Other stores sell it for $2,610, but our Black Friday Plus price is just $888, plus 2 free Remy memory foam pillows. Other stores sell the King Sealy Posturepedic Golden Acres A for $22.88, but you can get it now for just $10.95, plus 2 free memory foam pillows. Big savings on Beautyrest too, plus employee-free, hassle-free showrooms. Not just on Black Friday, but every day. Black Friday Plus through December 2nd at Hasseless Mattress. Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at hasseless.com.
Hi folks, this is Hank Albert, owner of BBC Lighting. Now that we're into the holiday season, it's time to celebrate with new lights and ceiling fans. And our huge award-winning showroom displays hundreds of the best quality lights and fans. There's not a brand we can't get, and our prices are the lowest, even lower than online. I guarantee it. And our knowledgeable staff is always here to assist you in making the right choices. If it's lampshades or repairs you need, we do all that too. There's something for everyone at BBC, including antiques, collectibles, fun for the kids, and our famous free popcorn. We are open Monday through Saturday and located at 20th and St. Paul Avenue, across from Sobelman's and Bachman Furniture, all near the Potawatomi Casino. Stay safe and healthy, my friends.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Max, getting in the holiday spirit. Now that I hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving weekend and so many holiday activities kicking in. You can see the Milwaukee County Holiday Tree. It's lit now in Milwaukee County Courthouse's first floor rotunda, and I definitely recommend stopping by because Arts at Large created many of the decorations that are on the Milwaukee County Holiday Tree. And then tomorrow night in the Garden District, they're having their 8th annual tree lighting at 6 o'clock. That's going to be at 6th and Norwich, which is a block south of Howard. And it's going to also mark, not just where they light the tree in the Garden District, it's going to also kick off the Winter Wonderland showcase of 140 different lighted displays, 30,000 lights. But these displays include original art pieces from local high school students and other community members. That's in the Garden District tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Also tomorrow, Shop for the World Holidays. It's a cultural holiday market opening at Sherman Phoenix. That's going to be a 4-day shopping festival. Wednesday, another tree lighting, this time in Tosa, the village tree lighting. The fun starts at 5. Looks like the tree lighting is going to happen at 5:30. Santa will be there at Root Common Park. And then, how about another? You can just string along a whole bunch of tree lightings, because Thursday is when the city of Milwaukee has the tree lighting ceremony in Deer District. And if you didn't already know this fun fact, be proud, because Milwaukee has the second oldest tree lighting ceremony right behind New York City. And the tree lighting will happen Thursday in Deer District between 5 and 7. On stage Thursday through Sunday, Black Nativity by Langston Hughes. It's the 9th annual holiday musical production at Wilson Theater at Vogel Hall and Marcus Performing Arts Center. And it's a joyous holiday musical and something to enjoy. It tells the story of the Nativity through a combination of scripture, poetry, dance, and song from the African-American perspective. You've also got on stage A Christmas Carol. Kicked off last week, goes all the way through Christmas Eve at the Pabst Theater. Going back outside for lights, Friday Night of Lights in Waukesha kicks off their Walk of Lights. Also Friday night is when Oak Creek has their official tree lighting and light the square with cookies and cocoa. Holiday story time, and Santa Claus is going to stop by Oak Creek. And also the Christkindle Market in West Allis, Friday and Saturday. Going to be fun to go shopping there. It's the 7th annual Christkindle Market. Over 50 vendors in that fun European-style Christmas market. You've also got, on Saturday, Tosa Town's 4th annual Christmas market, and also fun in Waukesha on Saturday. The West Allis, first of all, you got Polar Express is the holiday movie in Waukesha. Then going back to West Allis, Saturday is Christmas on the Avenue with the tree lighting, and their Christmas parade is at 4 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday, the City of Waukesha's 61st annual Christmas parade in downtown Waukesha comes alive with the enchantment and merriment during its annual Christmas parade. And go and support the fine folks of the Waukesha community. You'll have a chance to see the new memorial at Greedy Park. Santa Claus will be in Waukesha on Sunday. Oh, yeah. And also another great tradition around here. Everybody loves to see the train all lit up. The Canadian Pacific Holiday Train is going to be cruising through on Sunday. Now, I see that Lone Bello and Tierra Kennedy will be performing on the California Pacific Holiday Train. Now, I thought I had the locations, and I could tell you, I don't want to tell you the wrong location for the Holiday Train on Sunday. Let me click here. There you go. Sunday. It is in Wauwatosa. Sunday at 4:15 is when the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train stop will happen there in Tosa, right on State Street. And also happening on Sunday, music. The Milwaukee Community Orchestra's inaugural concert, Sunday at 7:30 at Homestead High School Auditorium. MKEORCH.org if you want to get tickets. They're just $10. And the music selection that evening includes holiday tunes, also Tchaikovsky, Rimsky-Korsakov, and Sibelius, who's a Finnish composer. And if you go to the Milwaukee Community Orchestra's inaugural concert Sunday at Homestead High School, you will see WTMJ's Jessica Gatso performing. She is an oboist. And I asked her what her favorite part of the musical presentation will be. She said the Sibelius composition, Finnish composer, one of her favorites to perform. So that is Sunday, the Milwaukee Community Orchestra inaugural concert, Homestead High School Auditorium, Sunday at 7:30. No excuse not to get your festive on. And speaking of music, there was a big Summerfest concert announcement today, and that performer has a Christmas song that I think you need to hear. The song you need to hear next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
The Upswing is your place for commerce and community.
What are you hearing from local businesses in terms of pairing them with the right athlete?
Hosted by Jeff Sherman.
You have to start small, like anything else, right? We have these kids really do an inventory of the places that they frequent as customers, places their parents frequent, and kind of generate a list.
Weekdays from 10 to 11 on WTMJ. Presented by Horicon Bank, the natural choice for all your banking needs.
I was just talking about all the fun events that you can do to put you in the holiday mood. We'll add Wednesday, December 4th, so you can test your trivia acumen at WTMJ's Trivia Showdown, presented by Quizmaster Trivia. It's all in support of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. And Wednesday's Trivia Showdown is going to be hosted by WTMJ's John Mercure and Julia Fellow. They are hosting at Camp Bar in Tosa at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Get there a little early so you can get your trivia card. You and your team can get a little settled in. But if you can't make it, you can still help Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive with a monetary donation. Text CAPCO, K-A-P-C-O, to the WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620 to donate. That's CAPCO, K-A-P-C-O. Get an unused, unwrapped toy, some of your favorite friends. Come on out Wednesday, December 4th, Camp Bar in Wauwatosa for WTMJ's Trivia Showdown presented by Quizmaster Trivia in support of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
People often ask, how are you so handsome? No, Ben. Speak for yourself, Arvid. People want to know what penny mustard furniture we have in our homes.
Well, I'm proud to own the Elysian sofa.
The Elysian sofa?
It's actually the SB 243 sofa, but I call it the Elysian sofa.
Nicole, what made you choose the Elysian?
It's like comfort and sophistication had a baby.
Huh?
If you dropped in for a visit and saw my sofa, you'd never know I'd been relaxing and binging the latest Dutton family saga.
No spoilers.
And I don't mind when the dogs jump up to bark at a plastic bag blowing through the yard because there aren't any back cushions to destroy.
Okay, I just have one question.
Yes?
Sofas can have babies? The Elysian sofa, starting at just $202 a month with only 1 penny down and no interest till December of 2026 through December 8th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com. Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Make holiday magic this year with something beautiful and timeless from Diamonds Direct. A stunning eternity band, a pair of classic diamond stud earrings, something new and eye-catching from a world-class designer. Or maybe you're looking for that perfect engagement ring or a fabulous timepiece. At Diamonds Direct, we have the perfect gifts for the season, starting at around $500. Come and let our experts help you pick out that headliner gift. Or for some fabulous ideas, see the online seasonal gift guide now at DiamondsDirect.com. You can even chat now with a virtual assistant for the ultimate convenience. Whether you connect online or in person, you're guaranteed to get the extraordinary value, ironclad warranties, and white glove service Diamonds Direct is known for. And to help make your purchase even more affordable, we've got special financing so you can spread out your payments. Get directions, details, special showroom hours, and our holiday gift guide now at DiamondsDirect.com. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
Katie, Inspired Closets got another 5-star review.
That's great to hear, Dan. Another client saved from builder-grade wire shelving.
Plus, Inspired Closets was able to double their storage space, their closet, entryway, and pantry,
which calmed the chaos in their home.
Find what you're looking for and find it faster.
Don't wait any longer. Double your existing storage today.
Inspired Closets will calm your chaos. InspiredClosetsMilwaukee.com.
A wife and husband team.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
Got a Summerfest concert announcement today. Sweet Baby James coming back to Summerfest. James Taylor and his all-star band. June 21st, a Saturday night. He's going to headline American Family Insurance Amphitheater during Summerfest. Special guest Jason Mraz and the band Tiny Habits. Tickets on sale Friday, December 6th at 10 a.m. at summerfest.com. If you want to see James Taylor, he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Just an immensely talented man. One of those bucket list kind of concerts and could make a great gift for a music fan in your life. And when I heard about James Taylor coming back to Milwaukee, I thought, it's Christmas time. Maybe we should hear his voice. And he's got a couple of Christmas connections. First of all, turns out in 2011, he played Bob Cratchit in a Massachusetts production of A Christmas Carol. Didn't expect that. That would have been fun to see. But Christmas 1960s when he got his first guitar as a gift, a life-changing gift. And you will find this Christmas Carol sung by James Taylor on the soundtrack for the 2006 rom-com The Holiday with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by James Taylor, the song you need to hear on What's on Tap.
Christmas future is far away. Christmas past is past. Christmas present is here today, bringing joy that may last. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. May your heart be light. In a year our troubles will be out of sight. From now on, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. In a year our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Precious friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. I know that in a year we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll just have to muddle through somehow. Have ourselves a merry little Christmas now. 'Cause everybody knows.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 40-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term life insurance may only cost you about $100 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-239-1749. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-239-1749. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-239-1749. 800-239-1749 or biglou.com.
Did you know that military veterans in Wisconsin carry millions of dollars in debt? This holiday season, it's time to give back to those who have given so much. Verizon and the Milwaukee Bucks are teaming up with ForgiveCo to make a difference with the Verizon Debt Relief Program. All December long, Verizon and ForgiveCo will relieve $250,000 of debt each week to ease the burden on local heroes. To find out how military veterans and members can receive special Verizon offers, visit verizon.com/military. Let's bring the spirit of giving to those who served.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get as low as $19 per window and $81 per patio door per month.
PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2024.
This holiday season, the Salvation Army needs your help. Bell ringers are working hard, and our service depends on generous donations like yours. Every dollar donated helps us provide meals, shelter, and emergency support to families in crisis, not just at Christmas, but all year long. From immediate need to long-term care, your donation can create lasting change in our communities. Join us in making a difference. Volunteer as a bell ringer or donate today. Visit salvationarmywi.org to learn how you can help.
When you breathe well, you live better. Find out more at adventknows.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Your trusted and relevant source for news, sports, traffic, and weather. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ, Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 27 degrees in Milwaukee. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 22. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 33. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jessica Gatso. Waukesha County Judge Brad Schimmel has kicked off his campaign for the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Schimmel is running against Susan Crawford to replace retiring liberal Justice Ann Walsh Bradley. Schimmel says conservatives have a better shot at a Supreme Court seat now than during the 2023 midterms.
Frankly, I always said if there's a stronger candidate out there, come on, I'll support you. Nobody else has come forward. We're not going to have the kind of divisive, expensive primary that we've had in past races that have cost conservatives the elections.
The 2023 race between Justice Janet Protasevich and Jan Kelly was the most expensive judicial election in U.S. history, with over $45 million raised between the two candidates. Closing arguments today in the manslaughter trial of former Marine Daniel Penny, charged in the killing of an alleged unruly passenger on a New York City subway car. Defense attorneys seeking to portray Penny as a savior, saying he acted to save fellow passengers last year. Prosecutors, however, saying Penny was reckless with Jordan Neely's life. ABC News senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky on the prosecution.
Prosecutors say Daniel Penny, a trained Marine in martial arts, in the kind of hold that he was trying to use, should have found some kind of an alternative means to subdue Jordan Neely. They say it was reckless, and they say that Penny disregarded Neely's humanity in the aftermath, standing around, not rendering aid, not even checking to see if Neely was okay.
The defense says it was more of a restraint, and there was no evidence that he actually applied pressure to Neely. The Biden administration is releasing the latest batch of funding for Ukraine. CBS's Linda Kenyon has the story.
It's a $725 million security assistance package, part of a larger package of aid previously approved by Congress and portioned out over time. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says this latest installment includes what he calls substantial quantities of artillery, rockets, and air defense capabilities. Sullivan says the president has directed the Defense Department to deliver the material rapidly so Ukraine can continue to defend itself against Russia. And Sullivan also says more is on the way between now and mid-January. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
A firefighter has minor injuries after a blaze in Germantown. The fire department responded just after 12:30 p.m. on Sunday near Brownstone Court and Valley Drive to a garage fully engulfed in flames. Firefighters were able to contain the fire to the garage, but the attached family home did have smoke, heat, and water damage. One firefighter suffered minor injuries in a fall. The homeowners were not home at the time, and the cause of the fire is not considered suspicious. A financial review highlights need for change at the universities of Wisconsin. UW System President Jay Rothman says the findings help make UW more competitive and financially stable.
For Wisconsin to win the war for talent, we need to continue to expand the educational opportunities for Wisconsin students and their families.
Rothman says changes will include stronger financial accountability standards and a closer look at programs and services at UW campuses. The way people shop during the holidays is changing.
Annex Wealth Management CEO Dave Spano tells WTMJ's The Upswing more people were holiday shopping over the weekend, but much of that wasn't in stores.
In-store sales were up 0.7%, but the e-commerce up big time, up 14.5%.
He adds more people are using chatbots to find deals and predicts AI's impact on e-commerce will be huge.
The opportunity set is just absolutely amazing. It's certainly going to be one of those things that we have in this country like an industrial revolution.
David Ozzie Scott, WTMJ News.
Sports traffic and weather are next. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 7:04.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Patrick and Monica initially chose a bank to get pre-approved and provide financing for the purchase of their first home. But they were getting a bad feeling when a week after their offer was accepted, the bank still hadn't locked in their rate, nor had the appraisal been ordered. Monica shared her concerns with a friend who happened to be a multi-time AccuNet client. That led to Monica connecting with one of our senior loan consultants the same day, and after gathering some information and reviewing options, we locked in their rate right then and there with loan costs $3,600 lower than what the bank had quoted. The appraisal was ordered right away too, and the loan closed on time just 3 weeks later. We also noticed an oversight in the contract that led to a $3,000 credit from the seller. You can get a generic pre-approval and average or worse service from a bank, or you can get the kind of fast service, advice, attention to detail, and savings that made Monica and Patrick AccuNet's latest raving fans. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button at AccuNet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
Happy holidays. WTMJ's Vince Vitrano for Built Right Furniture, Leather, and Mattress. If you are looking for affordable, better quality furniture and mattresses, you got to do what my family did. Go to Built Right. Built Right's held over Black November deals and $1 million clearance sell-off ends Saturday. It's all about your comfort, your style, your home at Built Right. 4 generations, 96 years strong. Built Right always saves you money. 3rd and 4th generation family members right there in the store, along with their amazing team with over 400 years experience. Be ready for your holiday guests with thousands of furniture and mattress items in stock, including dining room, living room, bedroom, sleeper sofas, lift chairs, recliners, and much, much more. 60 models of USA-made mattresses, including flippable and heavy-duty models. Built Right also has a great selection of holiday accessories. Candles and gift certificates are available too. Built Right voted best place to shop. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, closed to be with family. Tell them Vinny sent you to Built Right, 54th and Layton Avenue in Greenfield.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gerber Law offices. One call, that's all sports desk. Practice day for the Packers. They take the field against the Lions in Detroit on Thursday. Green Bay is 2 games back of the Lions for first place in the NFC North. Monday Night Football is Broncos against the Cleveland Browns, and the Bucs have won 6 straight games. They'll continue playing in the NBA's in-season tournament on Tuesday in Detroit against the Pistons. Taking a look at the roads with your Johnson & Sons Paving Time Saver traffic. Looks like we have a lane blocked on 43 North at Keefe and Atkinson Avenue. The right lane is blocked due to a disabled vehicle there. Otherwise, looking at smooth sailing across the roads.
Traffic is sponsored by the Heiser Automotive Group. Come in and make that deal. Visit Heiser Automotive Group with 4 convenient locations or online at Heiser.com. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Lincoln, and Cadillac. Today's your day.
Taking a look at the WTMJ forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 22. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 33. On Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a chance for snow showers towards the evening, a high of 36. Thursday, mostly sunny, breezy, and cold, a high of 25. On Friday, sunny skies, a high of 31. Right now in Madison, it's 23 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 31. In Waukesha, it's 23. And in Milwaukee, it's 27 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Siding Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:07.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Max.
Welcome to hour number 2 of What's on Tap. Thank you for joining me, and thanks to Caroline who texted in and enjoyed hearing James Taylor singing the song You Need to Hear. And if you didn't already hear that news, James Taylor announced today that he will be headlining Summerfest on June 21st, a Saturday night. James Taylor and his all-star band on the American Family Insurance Amphitheater stage. Special guest Jason Mraz and the band Tiny Habits. Those tickets go on sale on Friday. And I know there's a lot of people shopping on Cyber Monday, so maybe that's a little something you can plan for. You can't buy them yet, but you can plan for that. And so it's official. Past the happy Thanksgiving weekend, now we are in the holiday season. And in the next 60 minutes, find out where you and your family can see the Flamenco Nutcracker on Saturday, and what's truly special about the performance featuring international talent. You'll also find out where in Wisconsin you can see the world's largest glass tree. 36 feet tall, I think. It is Cyber Monday. I have one deal for theater lovers to share with you right now. Looking for a great deal on theater tickets? You can get 20% off tickets to any performance of a very meaningful show. It's called All Is Calm, The Christmas Truce of 1914. Cyber, C-Y-B-E-R, is that simple code to get 20% off. It's become kind of a Christmas tradition for some people. It's a performance at Calvary Presbyterian Church in Milwaukee at 10th and Wisconsin. It opens on Friday, goes through December 22nd. Vanguard Productions is the independent theater company here in Milwaukee that's putting it on, and they did it last year. It's very moving. It's about World War I and a Christmas truce set to choral music, and it's a very timely piece, and it's about a little-known historic event that is told in first-hand accounts. It's a true story. English and German soldiers laid down their arms and met in no man's land and celebrated Christmas together. It's told through Christmas carols and first-hand accounts of those men who lived it. And boy, 'tis the season for messages of peace and goodwill, and this is a show that embodies that. And it's gotten rave reviews from both theater fans and a theater critic that I know. So it's one day only. Your Cyber Monday code to get 20% off is Cyber, C-Y-B-E-R. VanguardMKE.com is the Vanguard Productions website, and it's like any good Cyber Monday deal that's legit. Instead of extending them and calling them Cyber Week, it's only good today. But a show opens All Is Calm, The Christmas Truce of 1914, Friday through December 22nd at Calvary Presbyterian Church in Milwaukee. It's also known as Milwaukee's Big Red Church. It's right there at 10th and Wisconsin, depending on how you get off the expressway. St. Nick may be getting in on Cyber Monday tonight. Lots of presents to get for Thursday night, right? Do you take part in the tradition of St. Nick's? Did you grow up with it? A lot of people in Milwaukee did, and I moved here from Louisville, Kentucky, not ever knowing about the St. Nick's tradition, where if you're good, Friday, you may wake up to some treats, either in your shoes or if you put out a stocking, maybe candy. It's a big popular treat. It was a fun discovery for me, and I know adults who still do it, and I know friends who make sure that St. Nick visits them for their nieces and nephews and godchildren and that kind of thing. So talk and text line, 855-616-1620. I'd enjoy knowing your St. Nick's memories, or if you're just saying, St. Nick's Day, this is the first time I'm ever hearing of it. Just want to get the gauge on St. Nick's Day. And foot stomping instead of point shoes for one internationally flavored nutcracker production that's happening on Saturday. Find out all about the flamenco nutcracker next on What's on Tap.
While you rest on the weekends, we work for you. Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News with Libby Collins. The latest in news.
The Brewers and the Bucks have been closely watching this Valley Sports parent company because fans want to know how they're going to continue to watch these games.
Entertainment.
Ryan Turek, Vice President of Feature Film Development for Blumhouse.
That movie really connected with audiences because it felt like it could happen to you.
And more every Sunday morning starting at 8 on WTMJ.
Why wait for Black Friday when you can save every day? Hasseless Mattress introduces Black Friday Plus. We've gone rogue and activated Black Friday deals through December 2nd on Sealy Posturepedic, Beautyrest, Serta Perfect Sleeper, and more. You get the everyday, way low Hasseless price, plus additional savings, plus free next day delivery, plus free memory foam pillows on select mattresses. Get a Queen Serta Perfect Sleeper Oakmont A mattress. Other stores sell it for $2,610, but our Black Friday Plus price is just $888, plus 2 free Remy memory foam pillows. Other stores sell the King Sealy Posturepedic Golden Acres A for $22.88, but you can get it now for just $10.95, plus 2 free memory foam pillows. Big savings on Beautyrest too, plus employee-free, hassle-free showrooms. Not just on Black Friday, but every day. Black Friday Plus through December 2nd at Hasseless Mattress. Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at hasseless.com.
Save big money and update your home for the holidays with beautiful Mastercraft doors at Menards. Mastercraft has been building high-quality doors for over 50 years. Choose from our huge in-stock selection or design your door your way with our free step-by-step design program. Online or in-store today. Right now, save time and money with a pre-finished bright white 6-panel interior door system. Only $129.99 now at Menards. Sale price good through December 8th.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Max.
Sandy Max, and on What's on Tap, you might have heard me recently go through just the wide variety of nutcracker-type performances we have in Wisconsin. And one of the most unique, with lots of flair, is flamenco nutcracker. And I am thrilled to welcome to What's on Tap the artistic director of Studio K Flamenco, Carenza DeMars. Carenza, how are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me.
I am so glad you're here. First of all, when people hear flamenco, I think it conjures up already. They can hear something, they can see something. What is flamenco?
Flamenco is an art form from southern Spain. It is characterized by flamenco guitar, singing, clapping. The dance has a lot of percussive footwork, castanets, colorful costumes.
What's your flamenco journey been?
Ooh,
How did you get involved in flamenco?
Well, I've been involved in flamenco for about 30 years. I lived in Spain for 10 years, studying and later working. Had a flamenco company in San Francisco, and recently moved back to Wisconsin, where I'm from, about 5 years ago, and started this project, the Flamenco Nutcracker. So this is our 5th anniversary season, actually.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Now, who comes up with the idea to mesh these two very, I would say, traditional art forms into one? Because flamenco, arguably from the Spanish region, we'll just call it. I know it has a kind of a complicated history, but you think of Spanish guitar and, like you just described, the wonderful, colorful costumes and all the clapping, and there will be castanets in the Nutcracker.
Oh, yes.
The nut castanets, I feel like we should say.
Yeah.
But also the Nutcracker is, a very traditional holiday story in traditional ballet. So what was the spark to combine these ideas 5 years ago?
The spark for me was having a little girl who people said, "Are you taking her to the Nutcracker?" And I thought, I wish there was a flamenco nutcracker I could take her to. So that, my daughter was really the inspiration for this. It's, essentially, for me, it's a way of creating a bridge for people in Wisconsin to experience flamenco. There hasn't been a long tradition of flamenco in our state or in Milwaukee. And so it's a way to take something that they are familiar with and introduce something that they might not be familiar with. So the story of the Nutcracker and some of the music of the Nutcracker weaves with the flamenco music and dance and creates a different experience. Also, I think it's great for people who want to do something different.
What is the plot of the flamenco Nutcracker?
Well, there is a little girl, and she does have a dream. She gets a doll from her godfather, but instead of a Nutcracker doll, it's a matador prince. And he comes to life. And he's phenomenal.
And he must have a fantastic costume.
He does.
Oh, the Matador Prince. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Matador Prince is actually a guest dancer from Spain, Manuel Gutierrez, and he's phenomenal. And then instead of fighting a Mouse King, he actually has a battle with the Raven Queen. And the battle, it's a footwork battle. So they have a cane that we use in flamenco as like percussive element, and they each have canes, and they do sort of a battle of the footwork.
Oh, that sounds incredible, because when I think of flamenco dancing, I definitely think of emotional and strong and the stamping feet and striking poses. I love that percussive sound, and I love using your body to make that, whether it's stamping your feet or clapping your hands and using the castanets. It's a performance that literally creates vibrations.
Oh, absolutely. And unlike other performances, you can give feedback. So you can yell an ole, or you can be enthusiastic anytime during the show, and we welcome that. So flamenco it's a community art form, essentially. When you see flamenco performed in Spain, people are participating all the time, and lots of times it's just done in family gatherings and at parties. And so there's really a sense of participation and interacting with the audience, and we love to bring that into our performances.
Who are some of the other characters that we'll meet? We got the Matador Prince, the Raven Queen. Who else?
We have a Sugar Plum Fairy. We wanted to keep that intact because most kids want to see a Sugar Plum Fairy. So our Sugar Plum Fairy is a little different. She plays castanets, and she dances with a long train dress called the bata de cola. But it is purple and white, just like the traditional sugar plum. So you'll see elements that are familiar, but then there'll be little twists on it.
I feel like flamenco dancing is sensual, but you just mentioned kids are going to love it. This is a family-friendly performance.
Absolutely. One thing that's extra family-friendly is they don't have to be quiet the whole time. And it's short. It's about 65 minutes with no intermission. So it's a nice thing to do with families when you might have something else going on that day in the holidays. it's easy to dovetail with other activities.
Here's some of the music of the Flamenco Nutcracker and learn more about the international cast next on What's on Tap.
Call quality for the signature service you deserve.
This is Anthony Zaneski with Quality. Because we are truly local and family owned, I think that lends to the trust you can have in our company. And that means when we put out a promotion like this, it's always going to be a deal that you can believe in. So here we go. When you buy an Armstrong heating and cooling system, we'll give you the choice of a legitimate $1,700 off or a free water heater. And with federal and state money helping you pay for the HVAC upgrade, that will make this deal even better. Now, the average life of a water heater is 6 to 9 years. Yours is probably past that or getting there. So before you walk into a flooded basement, you can take care of this and upgrade a big part of your home's inner workings and get a pretty good deal at the same time. So call Quality and get a free water heater when you upgrade your home's HVAC system.
Call quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, now offering heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, MediShare members like it a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And MediShare is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before December 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE. 877-64-BIBLE.
The days are coming, says the Lord, when I will fulfill my promise. Hello, this is Archbishop Listecki. God the Father is ever faithful, so we must be prepared to receive him when he comes, which means to be vigilant at all times and pray that we might have strength to welcome him at his birth, celebrate him now in our lives, and be ready to greet him when he comes again. And he will come again. It's Advent. Join us at Mass.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max is back on WTMJ.
We're talking with Carenza DeMar. She's the artistic director of Studio K Flamenco, the creator of the Flamenco Nutcracker, which will be on stage for 2 performances on Saturday, December 7th. Where are you performing?
The South Milwaukee PAC, December 7th, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Tell us about the music. Because the dance is fantastic, but you can't have this kind of dance without really rich, flavorful music.
So true. You know, this year I am so fortunate. I was able to, for the 5th anniversary, bring in some guest artists, including Andres Vadim, who's actually a Cuban guitarist, and he's a Latin Grammy Award-winning guitarist. He's just phenomenal. We also have a percussionist. He's Venezuelan, Diego Alvarez, and just incredible artists. We have a gypsy flamenco singer, Jose Cortez, who I've collaborated with over the years, and I was able to get him for this show, too. So I'm really excited to share this with the community.
What an international cast. Thank you for bringing the world to Wisconsin. It's one day only. Describe some of the costumes. We've talked about the Matador and the Sugar Plum Fairy. What are some of the other costumes that we'll see on stage?
There's a lot of really beautiful, custom-made, colorful costumes. One of the costumes is inspired by the Alhambra, which is in Granada, the Moorish structure, made by a designer in Granada, Spain. And that's used in a piece that explores a little bit of the Middle Eastern heritage in flamenco, some of the Moorish roots. So that's a neat costume, one of my favorites. And you'll also see what's called the Mantón de Manila. It's the Spanish shawl. These are heavily embroidered silk shawls with really long fringe, and they just move through space. It's just mesmerizing. So you'll see that as well.
What is one of your favorite moments from the show?
I would say one of my favorite moments from the show is when the whole family, all the characters are on stage together and everybody's singing and the audience is clapping along and the interaction is there where we just feel that we're really one with the audience. That to me is the magic. I get goosebumps just talking about it. Yeah.
It is an art form that came from the community. It kind of had a, it's only done in the neighborhoods kind of feel when it really first started.
Sure. Essentially, it's a street dance form. Has a lot more in common with something like hip hop than it does with something like ballet. Flamenco's learned organically. There's not a series of steps or patterns in order that you don't learn it in a linear fashion. It's learned by observation. You apprentice with a master and you observe and participate, and it's more learned by imitating. And then also something that has in common with hip hop, in my opinion, is that you're encouraged to develop your own style. Really, in flamenco, you're trying to find your own voice as an artist.
And that's true expression. Dance is such a physical, emotional expression.
Yes.
Because your daughter inspired you to create the Flamenco Nutcracker, I have to think there are kids who are going to be in the audience on Saturday, December 7th, who see flamenco and hear flamenco for the first time. What if they get all excited and want to learn flamenco?
Well, we do have classes for all ages. Right now, we have people in the same class from age 12 to 75. So it really is something you can do for your whole life. And you can start at any age. Go to classes in Spain and you'll find all ages too. It is a community art form in that way. Obviously, if you're going to be performing on the big stage, there's a different level of technique that you learn over time. But you can really have a great time just without a lot of technique too.
And Carenza, what are some of the future performances with Studio K? I got to think you have plans past Flamenco Nutcracker.
I do. So I have two things happening. One is a flamenco performance series that I'm working with Gibraltar. Evan Christian and I are doing a series of monthly flamenco shows at Gibraltar, which is really fun. Very nice, intimate venue to see flamenco.
Where is Gibraltar?
It is on Jackson in the 3rd Ward. And the other thing that's coming up is really bringing the world to Milwaukee, the Where in the World Dance Festival, May 31st, June 1st. This is a program that brings together 5 different traditional dance forms in one show. You'll see Native American hoop dancing alongside flamenco, alongside West African, and the artists actually collaborate across genres for part of the show with live music. So I absolutely can't wait to do that. I'm so excited.
How are the preparations going for that so far? What is involved in coordinating all these international talents?
Well, actually, we have a lot of people right in Wisconsin who are international talents. And so I want to highlight our local community. So many of the artists are coming from within the state. We have some that are coming from other places, but many of them are coming from right within Wisconsin, which is amazing. We're so fortunate.
We really are. We have so many talented people here of all styles of art. So it's invigorating to know that dance is included in that and preserving culture and sharing culture through dance.
Absolutely. And while it might be difficult for one traditional dance form to find a platform for their work, let's say a show that's entirely Native American dance, it might be difficult to bring together a large audience for that. But each of us individually can bring our own communities and we can put them together and then support each other's work. So it's really nice to bring some of these dance forms to the large stage and to bigger audiences.
Where can we find out more about the dance festival and, of course, the Flamenco Nutcracker?
We have a website. It's studiokflamenco.com. It will have the information about the Flamenco Nutcracker classes and the upcoming festival.
Break a leg. I hate to say that to performers, but I know it's the right thing to say. But break a leg with the Flamenco Nutcracker. You must be so, truly, how do you feel when you see it being performed, knowing that this was your idea, this is your creation?
It's a dream come true. And when you get to share that with your community, there's nothing like it. It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to share what I love and I've dedicated my life to with the community. So I'm grateful to you for helping me spread the word and to all of the community partners who've given us support to bring this to the stage. And it takes a village, so I definitely don't do it alone. And I feel that when we have the warm reaction from the audience, and it's just an amazing thing to be able to do it.
Well, Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Carenza DeMars, Artistic Director of Studio K Flamenco. Flamenco Nutcracker Saturday, December 7th for 2 performances at the South Milwaukee Performing Arts Center.
Thank you.
And one of the most fascinating festive decorations in Wisconsin, towering at nearly 40 feet tall. You'll find out what and where that is next on What's on Tap, and going to bend your brain with some trivia to get you warmed up for our Capco Kids to Kids trivia nights to help raise money so young ones can have a good Christmas all around Wisconsin. But first, we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Jessica Gatzo.
Thanks, Sandy. A Dane County judge strikes multiple parts of Act 10. Judge Jacob Frost wrote back in July that parts of Act 10 were unconstitutional, saying there was no rational basis for how the legislators differentiated between general employees and public safety employees for collective bargaining. Today's ruling would restore collective bargaining rights to public sector workers who lost them in 2011, therefore treating them the same as the police, firefighter, and other public safety unions that were exempt under Act 10. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has already indicated plans to appeal. A man arrested after 2 police pursuits in a stolen vehicle in Fond du Lac. Police first spotted the car from Ripon near 15th and Main. They tried a traffic stop, but the suspect fled and officers eventually called off the pursuit. Officers found the vehicle a second time, this time using stop sticks in the chase. The driver lost control near the curve at Park Avenue and Lighthouse Court, crashing into the trees. The 18-year-old man was treated for minor injuries before being arrested. He faces multiple felony charges. Former state Supreme Court Justice David Prosser has died. Prosser spent 18 years on the state's high court. He also served 18 years in the state legislature, two of those years as Assembly Speaker. Prosser had been battling cancer. He was 81 years old. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Johnson & Sons paving time-saver traffic. We've just got that vehicle blocking the lane on 43 North at Keefe and Atkinson. That is still blocking the right lane there. And taking a look at the WTMJ forecast, tonight mostly cloudy skies, a low of 22. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 33. On Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a chance for snow showers towards the evening, a high of 36. Thursday, mostly sunny, breezy and cold, a high of 25. On Friday, sunny skies with a high of 31. Right now in Madison, it's 25 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 32. In Waukesha, it's 22. And in Milwaukee, it's 27 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatzo, Siding Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:32.
If you need a place for new home interior ideas, then you have to come talk to us. Our on-staff decorators know furniture, home decor, and a lot more. And they're not only creative, but also very willing to help you make great choices. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee. Stop in often because our inventory changes daily.
Design Exchange.
Previously, it has been gently loved, but here you'll only find very well-conditioned premium home decor items that you likely won't find elsewhere. Distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original art, and other tasteful home decor at a value. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating taste come to find premium home decor on consignment at 25 to 40% off retail prices in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
AccuNet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Patrick and Monica initially chose a bank to get pre-approved and provide financing for the purchase of their first home. But they were getting a bad feeling when a week after their offer was accepted, the bank still hadn't locked in their rate, nor had the appraisal been ordered. Monica shared her concerns with a friend who happened to be a multi-time AccuNet client. That led to Monica connecting with one of our senior loan consultants the same day, and after gathering some information and reviewing options, we locked in their rate right then and there with loan costs $3,600 lower than what the bank had quoted. The appraisal was ordered right away too, and the loan closed on time just 3 weeks later. We also noticed an oversight in the contract that led to a $3,000 credit from the seller. You can get a generic pre-approval and average or worse service from a bank, or you can get the kind of fast service, advice, attention to detail, and savings that made Monica and Patrick AccuNet's latest raving fans. All you got to do to get started is click on the blue button at AccuNet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
When I shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, every time I come in, it's like a whole new store. It's because new inventory is arriving daily, all kinds of everything. And let me tell you, thrift store prices make buying easy. And helping others at the same time, that's icing on the cake. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Steel holiday savings are here. Find the perfect gift at your local Steel dealer or shop the Steel Holiday Gift Guide at steelusa.com.
What's on Tap with Sandy Max is back on WTMJ.
You've heard of chestnuts roasting on an open fire. How about hot glass for the holidays? What does it take to make the world's largest glass tree outside in Wisconsin for Christmas? In Williams Bay, well, Libby Collins, host of Wisconsin's Weekend Morning News, she found out.
I don't know if you got there last year, but there was a tall glass tree at Yerkes Observatory in Williams Bay. And joining us is Rob Elliott. He is part of the project to make the world's tallest glass tree grow even taller than before. And Rob, tell us all about this. And first of all, I know we talked about it last year and there was a huge turnout, but it's going to be even bigger this year.
Last week, we started by placing collection receptacles throughout Walworth County. We have 3 different receptacles, basically big dumpsters, with logos and brands on them. And we start collecting glass from the community, all restaurant-grade glass. Any color is fine, clear, green, amber, blue. So we crush it up and melt it in Jason Mack's mobile glass furnace. And that cooks the glass at about 2,000 degrees until it's about the consistency of honey. And then during the World's Tallest Glass Tree event, there's a winter market, there's music and food and drink. During that time, Jason is taking the hot glass out of the furnace and actually pouring it onto a 31-foot tall spinning steel structure. And that takes about 6 days to get 3,000 pounds of glass on that tree. And then on the final day, we top it with a 5.5-foot hand-blown glass star. It puts it at just over 36 feet. It's pretty spectacular. It's a lot of fun. And actually, community members can actively add hot glass to the tree themselves as well, which is a really fun part of the event.
You said that this is going to begin on Friday, December 6th?
December 6th, 7th, 8th, and then 13th, 14th, 15th at Yerkes Observatory in Williams Bay.
And it's an ongoing project. How delicate is that glass as it's being blown?
The process itself, it's almost made similarly to fiber optics. So think of it like a big spool of glass. Collectively, it's quite strong. Individually, the strands are fragile, like glass. They're about as thin as a shoelace. And if you pick one up and bend it, it'll crack, it'll break. But collectively, when they all kind of nest together, it almost creates like a bird's nest. It becomes strong and somewhat resilient, and that's how we're able to keep it in the form of the tree on the steel structure.
We're getting into December. We don't know what the weather's necessarily going to be like. Does that have any impact on what you're doing as you're constructing this tree?
Not really, no. The weather does not affect us other than how many layers we wear. Otherwise, our furnaces run rain, snow, sleet, or shine.
The other tree that's had the title of being the tallest is in Italy.
Yep. I should note, too, that's a different style of construction of a tree. We actually actively build this thing with hot glass on site. So when you show up on the 6th, it'll look like a steel skeleton, and on the 15th, there will be 3,000 pounds of glass. You won't even see the steel. It'll just all be glass. The way they constructed the one in Italy is by making individual pieces in the studio and then individually placing them and constructing a piece on site, more so by putting pieces together as opposed to putting a bunch of hot glass in one space.
When it's all put together, what color is the tree?
In the past 2 years, it's been green. We do a mixture of green and clear glass. This year, we're planning to make it a bluish green. So we've been collecting lots of blue bottles, which there are fewer of, so it makes it a little bit more of a challenge. But we like a challenge, and I think it's going to be really cool. So we're looking for more of like a cobalt blue color this year with the tree. But that'll be a mixture of green and clear and blue glass all together to create that custom color for this year. But I should note, we accept all colors of glass, all restaurant-grade glass, because whatever we don't use, our partner, Strategic Materials Incorporated, they're out of Delavan. They take that glass and they crush it and sort it and then put it back into the glass manufacturing cycle, basically. They send it to Burlington, to Ardall, and Ardall makes it back into glass jars and bottles again. Last year, we collected over 17 tons of glass, but we only used 3,000 pounds for the tree. So all that other tonnage went to SMI in Delavan, where it was made back into bottles again, instead of going to a landfill, which would have been more likely the destination had we not done the collection.
What's the cutoff for collecting glass?
We'll be collecting until pretty much the 16th of December. We'll take the bins away right after the event. We've started working with the Glass Recycling Foundation and the Glass Packaging Institute to start doing year-round collection at bars and restaurants as well with the Don't Trash Glass program. So it'll be like, don't trash glass, help us build the world's tallest glass tree. And we're going to start doing collection and placing those bins within the next couple of weeks, and that'll create annual collection so people can bring their bottles if they wanted to those places and know that it'll get put back into the recycling system.
So again, Rob, the actual construction of the tree begins on Friday, December 6th, and it's going to go until what day?
December 15th. So it's 2 weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 2 weekends.
And what time will you be out there blowing glass?
Yeah, so Fridays it's from 4 to 7 p.m., and then on Saturdays and Sundays, it's from 12 to 7. And you want to park at the Williams-based school, and then we offer a free trolley ride over to Yerkes. It's about a 2-minute ride. And that's kind of where the festivities begin, is on the holiday trolley. And you take a ride into the grounds, and you see the tree being constructed. And it's really it's a lot of fun. It's a very immersive type of event.
How long will the tree stand there after you're completing it?
It'll remain on display until December 28th, at which point we'll take it down and the glass goes back to the studio and Jason will melt it again and make smaller commemorative trees to sell next year.
What's that process like when you break it all down? I mean, are you out there literally breaking glass?
Yeah, it's pretty much big leather gloves and safety glasses and a lot of Rubbermaids and brooms. It's kind of like dealing with hay because it's a bunch of little strands. So you pull it off of the frame and we put it in Rubbermaids and then stack those up in the trailer. And then the frame comes down kind of like an erector set, and that gets put back onto the trailer and it all gets tucked away.
Well, you'll want to see the world's tallest glass tree as it grows at Yerkes Observatory in Williams Bay. Rob, I got to get out there this year. This sounds amazing.
Check out worldstallestglasstree.com for tickets, for event info, for parking information. You can also sign up for glass experiences where you get to actually add hot glass to the tree, or you can do a bead making or ornament making class on site. All that information's on the website, along with a little mini documentary and little videos and stuff like that to get people's minds around what exactly is this giant tree.
Oh, well, Rob Elliott, you're getting everybody into the holiday spirit in Williams Bay. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. I really appreciate the time and look forward to seeing you out at the tree.
What an impressive feat that is artistic and just a marvel. World's tallest glasstree.com. And tell you what you can do. You can go back and watch the WTMJ YouTube live stream, and you will see pictures of the world's largest glass tree from last year. You can also see Flamenco Nutcracker video and photos. And you can also go all the way back to the beginning of the show and see singer-songwriter Joel Kopishki sharing some of his comedic Christmas music. That's a WTMJ YouTube live stream. You're just a click away when you go to WTMJ.com. And when you go to WTMJ.com, you will also see little notices about our Capco Kids to Kids toy drive. And we're getting closer and closer. And this is kind of the last push this week, so that way we can get enough funds raised to make sure we can shop and wrap toys for children that are going to be part of over 30 different charities here in Wisconsin. And one of the most fun ways we are raising funds is with the Capco's Kids to Kids Trivia Showdown, presented by Quizmaster Trivia. We did a few of these last month. Now that we're in December, the next one is coming up on Wednesday. WTMJ's John McCure and Julia Fellow are going to host the competition at Camp Bar in Tosa at 7 o'clock. And if you're thinking, well, that's great, but I don't know that I can make it, don't worry. Go to WTMJ.com or text CAPCO, K-A-P-C-O, to the WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. If you text there, we'll get you a link right back, and you can donate and help brighten the Christmas of a kid this year. Or grab an unused, unwrapped toy, some of your favorite friends, and Wednesday, go to WTMJ's Trivia Showdown, presented by Quizmaster Trivia in support of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. Wednesday, Camp Bar, Tosa with John and Julia. And if you want to get a little warmed up, Come on, let's have some fun. 855-616-1620. Call me now. There are no prizes, just smug satisfaction and a whole lot of fun. Call me now, 855-616-1620. I have Quizmaster trivia questions that were used in October. So these, this is not a cheat sheet, but they were used in October. And show me your smarts. You may surprise me. You may surprise yourself. But let's get your brain warmed up to take part in these fun Trivia Showdown nights presented by Quizmaster Trivia. 855-616-1620. All the lines are open. We'll just make it really easy. I'll ask you questions till you get one wrong. We'll just blow through it and have some fun. 855-616-1620. Let's get you warmed up for WTMJ's Trivia Showdown presented by Quizmaster Trivia to help Capco's Kids for Kids.
The Farron dining room table is that kind of table.
Architecturally stimulating.
This double pedestal table appears to have been chiseled by fairies.
So gorgeous, it's been known to improve the taste of your food by at least 42%.
The Farron table is perfect for dinner parties with full table settings and fancy cloth napkins.
Don't forget the silver gravy boat and candlesticks.
And I would stand at the head of the Farron table and carve a giant hunk of meat.
Yes, it's that kind of table.
It's available in solid oak, maple, cherry, or quarter saw and white oak with a variety of stain options.
And the easy open and close mechanism can be flipped with just one finger.
You mean the butler's finger?
Obviously.
The Farron table, starting at just $168 a month with only 1 penny down and no interest till December of 2026 through December 8th at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Hey, it's Kristen Bry, and I have a new dentist, Dr. James Michaels at Economawalk Dental Care, and I'm looking forward to telling you all about him and his awesome staff. After my first appointment with him, it turned out I needed a crown replaced. And like most of us usually are, I was apprehensive. But with the new state-of-the-art dental procedures that Dr. Michaels uses, I had my crown prepped and finished in less than 2 hours. If you have a fear of going to the dentist, Dr. Michaels and his staff will put you at ease. Whether you need a simple cleaning and exam, a more complex dental procedure, a teeth whitening, an implant for a missing tooth, Economawalk Dental Care will always make you feel as comfortable as possible and give you and your family an amazing smile. At Economawalk Dental Care, affordable quality dentistry is no longer a dream, it's a reality. Dr. Michael's fantastic staff can help you with a no-interest payment plan, or give them a call at 262-567-7224. Start the holidays on a good note by feeling confident about your smile and go see my dentist, Dr. James Michaels at Economawalk Dental Care.
So how do you underpromise and still get the job? We believe in our hearts we're going to do great work for you. We're just really careful about making unrealistic promises. At Semper Fi, we refuse to set the bar higher than we can jump, but be assured that's the goal, to do all we can to jump as high as possible to try to exceed your expectations. We're looking to break records. That's how you win over customers, get really great referrals, and build a great business. When you're making a decision to hire an exterior remodeling company, character, integrity, and the feeling that the people you're about to hire are truly eager to show you how good they are should stand at the top of your list. This is Brad Youngluth with Semper Fi Roofing and Exteriors, your local, veteran-owned and operated exterior remodeling company. For your new roof, siding, window and door installation, or masonry work, you can count on Semper Fi to keep you safe, warm, and dry.
We keep you safe, warm, and dry, Semper Fi.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
There are some chickens out here. Come on now, let's have some fun. Even producer Matt Yazel is like, Justin Garcia wants to play trivia with you. You want to test out your brain? I know we have a lot of smart WTMJ fans, and that's what's fun about these trivia nights is you may not know a bunch about sports, you may not know a bunch about music or history, but that's where you work together as a team. So getting you warmed up for Wednesday when we resume our WTMJ Trivia Showdown nights presented by Quizmaster Trivia. It's all to support Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. We invite you out. You come, you bring a toy, you bring your friends. You have a whole lot of fun. There are prizes at the different nights. For example, Camp Bar in Tosa. There will be prizes on site with John and Julia. But right now, no prizes, just the opportunity to brag. And I have some Quizmaster Trivia questions. So these are the real deal. These are the style of questions that you will be asked. So Justin Garcia, my teammate, ready for Bucks Weekly. Justin, do you want to have a sample of questions?
Yeah, I'll go in blind here, not knowing what the topics are. Let's see how I do.
This is okay. Round one is America! Exclamation point.
Oh,
not America. America.
Okay.
All right, Justin. Here's the question: the lettering. Here we go. The lettering, quote, proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants, end quote, was cast on which historical U.S. attraction in 1752? It could be easier to read it. You want me to one more time?
Well, yeah, I guess one more time. I don't think it's going to help, but we'll try one more time.
Imagine seeing this cast on a historical U.S. attraction in 1752, and the lettering says, proclaim liberty, in all capital letters, throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants.
What was the year?
1752.
Oh, boy. I mean, the only thing I can... I'm terrible at American history.
Don't talk yourself out of it,
Liberty
Justin.
Bell?
Yes! Ding,
okay.
ding, ding! See, that's why I didn't want you to talk yourself out of it. That was that's why I say if you see them written and you get the questions handed to you, they are announced. They are announced. So, proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants was cast on the Liberty Bell, a historical U.S. attraction, 1750. Well done. We want to try one more? I think you'll get this one.
Okay.
I think you'll go 2 for 2. Justin Garcia is answering another Quizmaster trivia question. This is, what is the only U.S. state that is divided into parishes rather than counties?
I will not get this one.
What is the only U.S. state divided into parishes instead of counties?
I'll say Missouri, and I know it's wrong.
It's Louisiana. Because, you think you talk about like parishes in New Orleans and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But hey, you batted 50%. And 50%, you know what that is.
Yeah.
That's 50% of the free throw line. What player is that better than right now?
Well, quite a few big men, but it's not free throws is not something I want to hang my hat on. But hey, any other shot from the field, that's great.
Well, hang tight, Justin. Let's see if we can encourage anybody else to see if they can go one out of 2. I think they can. WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. What a good teammate you are, Justin. I'm enjoying this. Hang tight, Justin, in case nobody else comes through, or else you can heckle Matt into answering the next America question. It's Quizmaster Trivia for Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. Warm it up. See if you can answer the next question. 855-616-1620.
Throughout history, some people have been born into greatness because of their name or family. Others gained greatness because of their actions. On Wisconsin's Morning News, we celebrate everyday heroes, the John or Jane Doe who had no idea when they woke up one morning they'd be saving a life. Everyday Heroes, Thursday at 6:40 on Wisconsin's Morning News. Presented by Azura Memory Care and Assisted Living, transforming the culture of care.
Call quality for the signature service you deserve.
For 60 years, we've been known as Quality Heating, offering the highest levels of HVAC expertise. But when I took over for Greg, I saw the potential to add services for all your home needs. We do heating and cooling so well, I figured, why not offer new trades to give all-around home service to our customers? So along with heating and cooling, we now offer top-flight plumbing and electric services. There's no subs here, and we all work under the quality code of taking pride in the Midwestern work ethic, and more importantly, Midwestern morals. You know, much of our trade has gone corporate with private equities, but we remain a family-owned company. This is Anthony Zaneski with Quality, offering heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. For the signature service you deserve, call Quality.
Call quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality, now offering heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
This is a story of the one.
As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harbor Freight knows tool people like to keep busy. But with our Black Friday sale now through Monday, you'll want to free up some time. We're talking deals like our 5,000-watt generators under $800, 17-foot reach ladders for $99.99, and 40% off Icon Pro socket sets. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight. Valid until 12/2/24 while supplies last. Limitations apply.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Max on WTMJ.
And this time on Wednesday night at Camp Bar in Tosa, there are going to be a lot of fun people playing WTMJ's Trivia Showdown, presented by Quizmaster Trivia, all in support of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. That is Wednesday. John Mercure and Julia Fellow are going to host that evening. And I'm here to help. I want to build your confidence, asking some Quizmaster Trivia official questions. I just found out Justin Garcia knows a little bit about America, at least about the Liberty Bell. And now I'm going to ask producer Matt Yazel. Matt, you willing to answer one of the America ! Category questions?
Well, yeah, I'm going to stop being a chicken, I guess. So
All
I'll
right,
tap
I know.
in here.
I know. I've invited everybody to call in, and it's awfully quiet. I think everyone's doing their Cyber Monday shopping.
Absolutely.
All right, Matt, this is the next question, the category America! Celery salt is one of the 7 toppings featured on a Chicago-style hot dog. What are the 6 others?
Wow.
Now, remember, when you're playing, you have friends and you can bounce this off, and you don't have, it's not a lightning round.
Because that's a multi-answer question.
But go for it. Let's see what you know.
So pickle, mustard. Oh, is it relish or horseradish? One of those two. I'm going to go with relish. Gosh, what else do they put on it?
Give you 5 seconds so we can stay on time.
No ketchup. I know that part.
That's what I immediately shouted. Like, there's no ketchup.
Yeah.
All right. You got mustard, sweet pickle relish, a dill pickle spear. The 3 other items are onions, tomatoes, and peppers.
Okay. Oh, peppers. Yeah.
That's a Chicago-style hot dog. I would have said, does the poppy seed bun count?
Yeah,
Doesn't it?
That's important, I believe.
Dust it with that celery salt. So, see, these are the kind of fun questions that are pop culture and lifestyle, but also trivia. They can get into the history. So well done, Matt. Thank you for trying and being a good sport. And what does our friend Justin Garcia have coming up on Bucks Weekly, since you connected us to play earlier?
The Bucks' recent resurgence, the numbers behind it, all good stuff right now for the Bucks after a rough start.
Well, great. Bucks, listen to me. I'm Sandy Max. Thank you very much. WTMJ News is next, and then stick around for Bucks Weekly with Justin Garcia.
WTMJ's Vince Vitrano here to tell you Built Right's held over Black November mattress deals end Saturday. Their one location saves you time and money, and they make it easy to shop and easy to buy. Built Right